Hey guys, I'm here today with Dom Whiting, or as you may know, the guy who does drum and bass on a bicycle. So just tell us a bit about yourself, please, Dom.
Yeah, so obviously my name's Dom Whiting, and yeah, you may have seen me riding and DJing on my bike. And yeah, we've been doing it for the last year or so, sort of uniting people and getting people together. And yeah, today we're in Birmingham to provide people with some music and hopefully get some exercise in at the same time.
Awesome. So where did the idea originally come from? Because as a job you were repairing cars, weren't you?
Yeah, so obviously we had my sort of running my own car repairs business, and I sort of created this at the same time. So it was quite difficult to sort of like. It wasn't at first. I just did it as like fuck it, we'll just do it. It's just random, and I was a bit bored. So, but then obviously it got quite a lot more. I got a lot more involved with it, and the price started getting busier, and yeah, in the end I decided to pack in my car repairs business to sort of pursue this. And yeah, I guess it's just been a pretty crazy journey. And yeah, like I said, we're here in Birmingham today. We came last year, and yeah, it'll be an annual event here. So yeah, I'll be back next year as well.
Wicked. And the weather's just as good as last year.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny that it is just as good as last year. Hopefully, I'm not going to be as tired as I was last year, but yeah, it should be good. It's not going to rain, so yeah.
No, hopefully no issues with the bike this year as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty bomb-proof at the minute. I've kind of like whittled everything down as much as I can with one brake on it and one gear on it. So yeah, we should be all good.
Awesome. Who actually designed and made the bike? Because I saw on one of your old videos, I think it was a London Hyde one.
Yeah.
You actually measured the train, didn't you, to
Yeah.
make sure it would fit on?
Yeah, so the bike itself was actually a standard thing, like the box and the structure of the bike, but the way that the decks and the speaker, and I sort of like made that go on there. I can't weld, but I got some bits of metal welded up and then bolted the frame that holds the decks onto the bottom of the bike. And yeah, I had a camera pole sort of heated and molded into place. So it's quite involved to get it done, but now it's all just ready for me just to bolt on. It's a lot easier than when I first started creating it. So yeah, it was all done by me, but yeah, it still works. So.
That's really cool. Other than cars, did you have any history in sort of engineering anything?
No, just cars. That's it.
Impressive then.
Yeah, no prior engineering experience. So yeah, it was with lots of trial and errors. Like not just we just ended up trying this bit of metal, that bit of metal in all sorts of different places on the bike. But yeah, we've got a pretty stable structure on the go at the minute. So yeah.
Good. Hopefully it sustains then.
Yeah, should be all right.
Sturdy so far.
We'll find out soon enough. We'll all know if it breaks because we're not going anywhere. But it's all right. So.
Yeah, fingers crossed. So did you cycle much before you did this?
Yeah, so I used to ride my bike to school every day. It was about 9 or 10 mile journey. So yeah, I used to do that, but didn't like do it like I was a keen cyclist. So I didn't give a shit about cycling, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I just rode it to save some bus fare, to be honest with you. So
Fair play,
yeah,
save a bit of money.
Yeah, and
bit of exercise
yeah,
at the
now
same
we come
time.
back to ride it every once I fuck him up now. It's all right, but yeah, no, it's good. It's I don't mind riding the bike. Just hills
Yeah.
on that thing. Obviously, it's really heavy, so it's like
Yeah. I've got my boyfriend to push me up on his e-scooter,
yeah,
so
take the hills into
Yeah.
consideration proper. But
yeah. So that was a question actually. So when you go to the cities, how do you plan the routes? Do you look at the inclines and hills
yeah,
and stuff?
For this one specifically, I've come here twice actually. So I've made 2 trips over here to ride the route and make sure that it's good. So yeah, normally I'd like to connect with someone from here and then meet them, or they'd send me a video of it. But for this one, I just wanted to make sure it was good. But there is some hills today, but they're not. Well, we'll find out. But I've ridden the route myself to make sure that I'm happy with it and there's enough space for everyone. Hopefully there'll be a lot of people, but the space is quite important. So
Yeah. Do you know how many you're expecting?
no, I don't know. I think yeah, there's no real indication, to be honest with you. Hopefully, I don't know. Bristol, we just had 1,500, so I don't know if it'll be as busy as Bristol. But I mean, I hope it is. But I hope everyone has 1,500 people. But yeah, I really don't know until 2 o'clock.
Yeah. Have you ever had any criticisms or sort of negative comments on it?
Not really. I mean, obviously you're always going to get people that are
Like
going to
car
but
drivers.
yeah, not really. Yeah, well, the car driver's alright. You just get
Yeah.
some people that are just negative comments after, but not really. Like, no, to be honest with you, like,
Good.
It would never, not enough to like deter me. Like, do you know what I mean? I just
Yeah.
literally nothing. Like, so yeah, no, it's good on that front.
That's good. And how long have you been doing DJing outside of this?
The bike, yeah. So I DJ'd for, I think, about 5 or 6 years before I created the bike. And yeah, so I've been doing the bike for like a year or so now. So yeah, I've been DJing for like 7 years in total now, 8 years maybe. So yeah, I had a little bit of experience with mixing before getting on the bike, which is probably quite handy. But yeah.
And I read online that you actually prefer house and techno, don't you? But
Yeah. So, well, yeah, I shouldn't really say it, but I think drum and bass just goes better with the bike, and I've got a bit more experience with drum and bass because I mixed it. It was my first mixing. What's the word? That was the first genre I mixed.
Yeah.
So I came onto house and techno after. But yeah, drum and bass is good. Drum and bass suits the rides because it's fast paced and gets people up. So
yeah.
yeah.
And do you have a favourite artist or DJ?
No, I don't really listen to music to be honest with you off the bike. Only if I'm like sorting tunes out. But yeah, I don't really. Yeah, that's a bit of a weird one. I don't really listen to music. Everyone probably thinks that I listen to music, but I don't. I don't drive with the radio. I drive with the radio off most of the time, to be honest with you. So, yeah, no, I don't really have anyone in particular right now. No, for some reason, I'm not really that. I don't really get into other people mixing for some reason. I don't know.
No,
I think the whole bike thing it's my focus. So I just need to make sure that is as good as it can be. I don't really. I'd love to have the time to study and have a favourite DJ, but like I'm trying to not bigger myself up. But I need to make sure every set has a different playlist, and that's so difficult. Like because if I play the same set, people are going to get bored. But so for every ride, I need to make sure that it's different, and that's a job in itself. So I have to sit there and go through my tunes and listen to new tunes I've been sent. So that's really the only time I actually listen to music. But if I didn't have the bike, I'd probably like listen to a bit of my house. But I can't tolerate any music at the moment.
Yeah, fair enough. And then there's a guy in your videos who like helps push and stuff up the hills in like a grey hoodie. Who's he? Is he like part of the crew or a friend?
So he just comes along. Like I don't know actually. His name's Finley, but I don't know him off the rides. No, it's strange. I don't really know a lot of people. So I know a few people that are on the rides. So yeah, it's just crazy. Everyone just comes together. You've never met these people before, and they're just there. So yeah, there's no story.
Oh, fair enough. And is that the same with the guy with the huskies as well?
Yeah, everyone pretty much on the ride, apart from one chap that holds the speakers. I know him, but yeah, literally otherwise I've only met everyone on the bike ride, so it's quite crazy. But yeah, that's how it is.
That's really good then.
Yeah.
And so, how you are now, and sort of what the following you have now, did you expect that when you initially started this?
Like I said, I was just working away at the garage, fixing the car, and doing this, but then yeah, just it's just happened. Like just no expectation from it, and yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing them now. Really, I'm gonna keep carrying on doing them in every city and do Europe as well. So yeah, I never expected it to be what it is, but it's great what it's become, to be honest. So.
Yeah, I've seen you've been doing some stuff in other countries as well.
Yeah, it was. I've been to a couple of countries. I think this year I'll do probably about another 4 out of England rides. So yeah, I don't know when. Just depends on the weather, really. Everything depends on the weather.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And even though you won 2 awards last year, I saw that your favourite thing, like your highlight, was the Euros.
Yeah.
So how come that was so important to you?
I think at the time it wasn't actually that important. Like I just thought, oh yeah, it's sick, it's sweet. I'm just gonna go and do it. And I remember getting the email from the chap. He was like, yeah, do you want to come do it? I was like, yeah, let's do it. And yeah, I think just looking back, even just recently now, actually that was really good. Like if I ever get that opportunity again, there's like 18 million people that tuned in for those England games. So looking back at it now, it's like, yeah,
Really
that was sick.
impressive.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. Hopefully we'll get that again. But you only get these viral moments, not viral, but you get these busy moments, like, you know, every so often. Like, you don't know what's going to happen. That's going to happen again. But yeah, it was sick looking back on it now, and it was why it was the most iconic moment. It might not happen again, so it's iconic.
Awesome. That's really it from me. Do you have anything else you wanted to say? Or?
Shout out to everyone that came to Birmingham today, even though it's not happened yet, but it will be happening shortly. And yeah, I look forward to enjoying a bit of the sun whilst we're riding, and yeah, hopefully you see everyone on the rides to come in the future.
Awesome. Thank you for coming, mate. Thank you.
Thanks.
See you later, guys, and that's it from Dom.